What does this rivalry mean to you?
I think it means a lot for the fans, for the city, for the people behind the clubs, and it's still young, this rival, and I think it's the fourth time we're playing.
Yep.
I think, yeah, fourth game, so still fresh.
Zlatan, they haven't beaten you guys at all. You guys have 1-1 and tied 2. Is it a big rivalry for you at all?
I mean, it's the fourth game now on Friday, so it will be 100%. And I mean, in the future, they will look back to all these games we played, and it will be historical games. And I mean, the first game, I don't think people will forget that, and that will stay on. But have to keep coming games, and Galaxy won. How do you say? A lot of trophies, and LAFC just started. So. And but in the future will be even bigger, I think.
You guys had a tough game last weekend. What would this win against, statistically speaking, the best team in MLS, LAFC, would mean for your team?
I think it's a good moment to play them, because if we win, is good. I think they have all the pressure on them, because obviously they're the favorites, and I think they're overall number one, and we play home, so I think for the fans will be a nice game, good game to play. Hopefully it will be a full stadium, and just to go out and enjoy.
What does it say that it is so intense, even though it's only in the fourth game?
What do you mean intense? The game or
The game, the atmosphere. What does it say
I mean,
about the
it's two teams from the same city, so obviously a lot of talks, a lot of hype, a lot of circulation around it, so hopefully it will be a good game.
How much more does this game mean to you, or this rivalry, seeing how you made your debut against them and you scored one of your best MLS goals against this team?
How much it means for me?
Yeah.
I mean, every game is important. That is what I try to say. Even if it's San Jose, LFC, or whoever we play, it should be important, and it is. So, I mean, it's not winning or losing now moment. Like, if you win, you go through. If you lose, you go out. So, we're still in the season. So, but it's a nice game to play. It's hopefully both teams do good, and let's see what happens.
You did a little trash talking in that first meeting here with Vela, I understand, to exchange a few words. Do you remember that? Or?
In the first game?
Yeah, the first one here when you scored the two.
It was a situation there on the field. I mean, what happens on the field stays on the field. I'm not like the goalkeeper from New York City sent a picture to the commissioner that he had a scratch on his neck, and then I got suspended. That never happened in my career, and trust me, if he would be in Europe, he would not play anymore in Europe. That's why he's here, maybe. Fucking childish, this shit.
When you watch Carlos Vela play, what do you like in his game? What do you admire?
I think he's effective. He scores goals. He does assists, and I think he's top of his game now. I don't know how old he is, and he's doing good. So he's important for his team, and for MLS probably he's very important.
Well, people are watching the scoring race. He's got 19 goals in 19 games. You have 13 and 16.
Okay.
I guess how do you look at that? How do you handicap that? Is that important to be the top scorer for you?
I mean, if the team goes good, you do good as individuals. So, but I'm not focusing on that. As long as I can help my team in the best way, I will try to score the goals to help the team, and that's part of my responsibility, part of my job. So I'm trying, but a race against him, nah, that is not important.
Do you need to be seeing the ball in better places, and how do you guys go about that?
I mean, we try. We try. Last game was a hard one. We didn't really manage to do good, and that can happen. And I think San Jose did a good job. But we're trying. I mean, you just have to be ready when the situation comes and try to put it in.
What do you make of the nickname El Trafico?
It doesn't give me enough.
Right now,
How important is it to have? I mean, you're going to have a lot of support. There's going to be a lot of fans on both sides. How important is it to have, Galaxy fans and leading you guys, giving you guys a little bit of push in this kind of rivalry game?
I think fans are important. Imagine you play with in an empty stadium. It's no fun, and 50% of the game is the fans. Without them, and I mean their fans will come, so it will be a nice atmosphere. And they push you, they give you energy, they give you that adrenaline extra to give even more. So without them, probably we would not play the game.
You have a history of coming up big in these big kind of games. Do you get more up for something like this?
I mean, if you have experience from Europe playing the derbies, the El Clasico you have in Spain, you have Inter Milan, the Milano Derby, you have Marseille, PSG, you have United Liverpool, and you feel the heat. That keeps me alive, that keeps me on my
France, the other two.
Hopefully it will be a nice atmosphere like that on Fridays, which I cannot tell now, but I think it will be. And it gives you energy, it gives you adrenaline.
Have you felt that heat in any of these first three meetings?
I mean, it depends. Depends. It's up to me to make that heat. The first game I succeeded. The fans went crazy. Second game was when we played here or in LAFC.
Yeah, the one when you came back from 2-0 down.
There was different. So it's up to depends on the game also. I mean, the fans do their job, we have to do our job to make the people enjoy.
Zlatan, right now, Vela is an early front runner for MVP for MLS. Do you think he's the best MLS player?
I don't know. It depends how they look at it. So I think he's doing good, and it's up to other people to judge.
Hi, Zlatan. I'm Tony from Hong Kong.
Okay.
I just want to ask, as nowadays MLS is more good teams and more good players, do you think that in the future MLS can as strong as the league in Europe, just like Premier League?
I think it's a long way, but it's in progress. You're doing a good job. More good players are coming, and not only from external, I mean, foreigners coming and to the MLS, also the own raised players is important also. So I think it's going in the right direction.
Zlatan, do you think you can be the champion in this season and playoff?
Champion in playoff or champion in the regular season?
Both.
I mean, the LFC is in front of us. Not only them, I think another
Seattle.
team. Seattle also. So, but I mean, everything can happen. This league is like every game is 50-50. When you're the favorite, you lose. When you're not the favorite, you win. So it's nice from the fans, from our perspective. It's different, but you have to prepare in the best way and try to give 200% and to win the game. So I think regular season more difficult, playoff absolutely.
Excuse me, regarding the Earthquakes game, and you guys obviously are trying to bounce back, what were you most disappointed with regarding that game as you look back on it?
That they had 32 shots and I had 0. Can you imagine how I feel?
Yeah.
And I'm a striker. So that was one of the parts that was,
That about says it all.
it says all. We don't need to say anything more.
Well, we've
How
seen
many
a
goals
couple
do you
of
think
games
your
where
squad is
they've really struggled to get you the ball.
I mean, I try. I told you, I need to have patience, adjust the game, and make different movements. I mean, when the game is working, the individual is, and when the collective is working, the individual is working. So it's not a one-man show. It doesn't depend on one player. It's like a puzzle. We all have to work to make the individual shine. So, but yes, I have a lot of responsibility. I have a lot of demands on myself. I put a lot of pressure on myself. So I want to do maximum every game, every training, to get the best out of myself and to get the best out of the team also.
Do you have a preference playing up top alone or playing with a partner?
No, I mean, the game is different. I mean, that's up to the coach, what kind of tactic he chooses to do for the game, and every game is different. So I played with 2, I played with 1.
You're fine with both?
It's a mix. It's not, I mean, he put 11 players, then if it's 4-3-3 or 3-4-3 or whatever, it's the movement you make on the field that makes the difference. So sometimes they come in your position, which is normal. So It's all about the moments.
Zlatan,
Tell me.
You said you want to be a director of Ajax one day, and do you want to be a coach or a technical director in MLS in the future?
Director of Ajax, like the question.
I said I would do a better job than them because they're too busy making selfies. That is what I said. So correct the words. Do not manipulate the words.